Hello, this is Bill Changer doing a market review for Monday, February 6th, 2012. We're going to take a look at a few charts, a couple trades on a real high level overview, and then if you're interested to stick around, I'm going to go into a deep analysis of everything. So here's a quick summary. On the Euro, for example, this is the 15-minute chart. Here's the Tokyo's high, the London Tokyo high. I set up a downtrend line, and when price came up near that trend line and it's at a thermal grid, I sold it at 30.71, took profits here at the next support resistance level, which is the Tokyo low right there. And once I took profit, I watched it struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle at the low of London, and gave it some room to breathe, and it came back and took me out at 1. And then watching time frames, I saw that it was breaking down this downtrend actually, and it was breaking through there and heading up. So I moved to a buy position and took profits at this high area right here, and then that's about 19 pips. Then the next thermal grid followed it up and closed the position as it struggled here, and as you see now it's just kind of chopping along. So pretty good, maxed out the center here, didn't get in at the bottom, close it at the top, but locked in some profits for the day. I'm happy with that. Now on the US CAD, same thing. This is a 15-minute chart. Again, low of Tokyo, a low of Tokyo London trend line. It was back at that trend line deep, and so when it came in here, when it came into this line, I bought it. Notice the spread is pretty big, so I let it plunge through the line, bought it, took profits again, previous resistance area in the grid, just before this grid. So what I love about this, and as you see where I got in, it popped in my direction. Little to no drawdown. Actually, the Euro was a perfect trade. On this US CAD, actually, it's another perfect trade. So I have a documented number 5, my 5th perfect trade I'll show you here. So again, here's a trend line. It's deep into the trend line on the third touch. So there's 2 points set the trend line. At the third point, I buy it, no brainer, don't even think about it. Pop, there it goes, pulled 18, or sorry, this is 12, 13, 14 pips, and struggled when it came back. I set up a stop loss to follow, took 7 off for the final, and then this is a setup and a pattern that I watch. Came up on a 1-hour chart, presented itself right at 99.79. I got in at 99.80. Look at this, the high of the candle, 99.80. So when fractional pips, I'm within a pip, I nailed it. Got in, immediately went my way, took profits again at the near previous support, which was 13, 14, 15 pips, took 2 off here, and set up a trailing stop in this area, and it just broke, touched me out, and then dropped, and now it's chopping to end in the day here. It's 4 o'clock Central right now. So really good, pulled off those final pips in there. So I had actually 2 trades on the US CAD, and I had 2 trades on the Euro. The pound, the Swissy, all presented themselves almost the exact same chart setup. So that's a quick high-level overview. If you're interested to stick around in detailed time frame analysis, you're welcome to do that. Thanks. See you tomorrow. Alright, so here's our deep analysis for you. So I come into my office and I see the hour on the Euro US dollar headed down, connect a quick trend line. Trend is down from here down into here. It's lower lows, and price is right at this line. Now that's an hour. It's headed down, it's coming back up. 30.72 is a big level. So let's drop to a 15. So I see in a 15-minute chart, same thing. Connecting my lines, I see it's at this line at a 15-minute chart. It's broken down. 30.72 is a large level, no brainer. I get in within a pip let's see, where's the high? The high is 30.74. I got in 30.71 within 3 pips. Beautiful. Next candle, same thing. Plunge is profitable at the U.S. Open. Gorgeous trade. And let's look at a 5-minute. So that was easy, right? Didn't learn anything. That's just easy. Now let's get into the details of how did I flip this trade and take it the other way. Okay. And what we might do to make it simple is draw a line and flip time frames to see this best. Okay, so on an hourly chart, let me zoom in again here. Okay, so here it is on an hourly chart. This is where it broke. Okay, so let's break it down to a 30-minute chart. Okay, now a 30-minute, you see it's struggling. It didn't close above there. It was trying, but it couldn't quite get there, right? But it did wick through it. On a 15-minute chart, see, it did close above. See that? So I'm watching a 15. It did close above, and I'm waiting for a pullback. And let's go down to a 5-minute at the line. And now you'll see that it had the 5 minutes broke above here easily and closed. Let's see there. Okay, so the 5 minutes breaking and closing above. I go to a 15-minute watching this, and sure enough the 15 closed hard. I go to, and I'm watching this on a 30-minute, and it's wicked above there, so I don't have any concerns that this is breaking. The other thing is, look at the bottom. It sets up a bottom, pulls back, doesn't quite get to the line, and it does just barely make new lows, right? So this is why I'm a little nervous about breakout trades. I want it to prove. So it didn't prove itself. It failed the breakout, pushed right back up to this line. Now it's a downtrend line. Bam, and it starts creeping across this line. All signals are up, and so I popped in a buy and was able to write it out. Now this is what was fun, because I was so confident. I just didn't care. I knew it was going to go, and so it pulled down through here. I just sat there and I watched these 15-minute candles form, and it went down, turned, and just look at this, just straight up. It's very, very entertaining to watch. So that's the euro. Now if you look over at the pound, these same setups were in place. Look at how it's a downtrend. We had 2 touch points, one here, we had one here. Look, right in at this point, could have sold it, taken profit at the cluster, but notice the pound was early. It showed stop. Now look at this first candle on an hour. See how this stops, goes green? Look at the euro hour. The euro hour, you see this? The first candle went deeper and then turned green. Look at the pound. The pound, it didn't close. The euro's closed down here. Look at the pound. It went down, wicked up, and closed green. The euro went down, closed, and then went green. So it was interesting how the pound led the way. That's very interesting to watch for a correlation between these two. The patterns are down almost exactly the same, but this tells us it's struggling. The pound says, I'm really struggling to continue. I'm going up. And then now look at the Swissy. The Swissy is in an uptrend, and exact inverse. It's up 2 touch points. Look at this. Again, hour before the session opens, touches, and you would have had massive profits on this Swissy. Same thing. Look at, you take profit right at previous resistance, blew through. So this is like the euro in inverse. It closes high, then it rejects. See that? So the Swissy, I was watching it, and look what it did. Trend line, here's your buy, beautiful profits right up into here. That's why I always take profits. Watch this. This is why I always take profits a little bit ahead of here, not here down a ways, because look at, that's where it struggled. That's where the world takes profit. The world takes profit easier. That's why if you don't, and it can't make new highs, you don't get filled, and then it drops and it kills you. But if you do take it early, that sets up and validates the lower highs. So if it is going to fail, you have to get out, because it's going to make lower highs and go against you. So you can buy here, but just don't get crazy with taking profits. You got to take it off early. And if it does continue your way, great, you're in a trade and you keep going. But if it doesn't, you missed your profit potential, and that's an amateur move. The pros, take it off early. Don't let that happen to you. Take it off a little bit before these highs, be expecting it to make lower highs. If it doesn't, you're great, fine, you're in, you're profitable, and it powers through. But look at the clear setup. Everybody in the world is trading this, guys. Connection point, third touch, third trend line touch, 2 sets it up, third confirms it, that's where you buy it, bam. So in English, this is what I'm telling you. Here is a trend line touch point. It started there. Okay. The second touch point is where you confirm the line, right? The third time that it is in this area, you buy it, and you're going to get profits most of the time. Now look, if you get crazy and you buy it here, you're failed, because see, look at here, it's rising 2 points. Look at it, went higher and came back. There's your buy, and it goes up. It couldn't make new highs, so it comes back to the line. Don't buy it. Be very careful, because look, you buy it here, breaks down, comes back up. You'd have to quick flip the buy. Don't get confused here and think that this is going to go up. This is, when this punches through, I call that dipping its toe in the water, right? It can't hold it. That tells you it's going down. It goes up deep. You sell it and turns immediately. That's the pattern to watch for. Okay? 2 touch points makes new highs. Touches the line, buy it. Uh-oh, struggle, can't make new touch point. It can't make new highs. Struggling, where does it slow? At the line. It gives you a chance to prove it's down. When it gets back up above the line, sell it, and down it goes. Swissy, gorgeous, gorgeous trade. 5 minute, look at the 5 minute. Tons of closing below, comes above, gives you a clear point to get in, and down it went. Okay, now the CAD. This hour trade, I love this. I mean, I was so fired up to nail a perfect trade. It's my 5th perfect trade, and it's because I knew the thermal grid. I'm watching this. Very, very simple approach. We teach this in Price Action 101. It sets up a high, it breaks, but immediately engulfed. This red candle consumed the entire breakout. It's going back about halfway, I thought, in this area. So when it got up above this thermal grid, I had zero hesitation to pop that sell, and my timing was dead on. I hit the high, and guess what? Again, I love. Everybody in the entire free world is selling this thing right here. Bam, profitable immediately. Where do I take profits off? I got to take them off where support was, so I peel them off here. It does go down to the Tokyo's second level of resistance. Here's the first, here's the second. You know, and look how here it is, the Tokyo high. See how it breaks above? See how it retests the Tokyo high? That all lines up. Buy it. Up it goes. So the Tokyo high horizontally matched the trend line. That's another synergy, right? Hold on a second. So if I put in a trend line, here to here, look at this, and then I take, see this is the Tokyo's high point, then London opens, it drives it higher. So this horizontal black line lined up very close with this trend line. So anywhere in here is synergy, two points converging. Buy it, buy it, buy it all day long. Pow, the entire world joins you and powers up nicely. So great, you make it, but it doesn't continue. This This is huge. When you're in a buy, draw and look for sells. You have to be prepared to look for sell. Don't be brainwashed into only buying. So fortunately I wasn't. And when I'm watching my charts and I see this massive engulf and it's back at this level, bam, I got the tools to get in. I jump in immediately and down it goes. Okay, so that's the analysis on the hour. Look at a 15 trend line, breaks right here, dips the toe. You got a 15, look at it, closes below, comes back up to a grid. This is telling me it's weak. The trend is not supported, and it breaks up to the cluster, gives me a clear entry point. Look at, here's some highs at the cluster, support at the cluster, breaks, retests the cluster, down it goes. Clear reason to get in there. Then if you look at a 5-minute, I mean the same thing. Look at how it's supported, fails, closes a bunch of these below here, breaks above, chops around, and then it just plunges through there. Gorgeous move. Where does it come back? Comes back up into this other trend line region, and then it fails some more. So it's interesting. You have these little uptrends in the overall downtrend. You know what I mean? You'll have these downtrends in an uptrend. So overall it's up, but you'll see this little down, bounces up, down, bounces up, down, up, down, up, and then all of a sudden now you have lower highs. See, now it's a downtrend, goes up, downtrend, and that's, you just got to cycle these. And when you get, what I'm finding is a 5, 15, and 1 hour. If you keep track of the overall trend on the 1 hour and you stay with it, in other words, if the hour is up, don't sell on these 5 and 15s and be confused that this is a downtrend. Look at it. It's like, oh, it broke, now it's going down. Nope, it's going up. Oh, it's going down. Nope, it's going up. You got to be careful. When you have agreement across 5, 15, and 1 hour, that's your power. When you get scattered, in other words, a 5 is down, a 15 is down, but the hour is up, you're risking it. So like here, the 5 is up, the 15 is up, the 1 hour is up. Buy in here, perfect synergy, bam, and it explodes to new highs. That's perfect. The 5, the 15, the 1 hour, all of these guys touched across the same point. So when it got to this area, this is a no-brainer buy. Then it gets ugly in the US session, it flips direction, and if you don't know how to change this direction, you're going to get beat up. So this is what I'm learning. How to get in when it starts breaking down, watching a 5, 15, 30-minute, 1 hour, and lining them up. It's pretty amazing stuff. So anyway, that's a little bit deeper analysis for you. The trades were beautiful, crystal clear. Selling the euro, starts to fail on the downtrend, bounces off this bottom, breaks this downtrend line. When it comes back to the cluster, I buy it. It plunges a little bit deeper, winds up in kapowie, off it goes for 1819. So let me just quick show you my dashboard for the day. It's pretty exciting to see the trade log. So here's 2-6 right here. So I had these 4 trades: a buy, a sell, and a buy. Right down here it tells you 175 pips. Let me here. Right down here, 175 pips. We got 12 trades, 3, 3, 3, 3. 4 trades, 3 profit levels. Average is 14, so 175 today. My dashboard for the month, I'm up 81. I had some whipsaw and stuff going on. So anyway, we're getting 50-50. Stop loss is low. Let's see where my stop loss average is. Yeah, great, 7. Fantastic. That's huge. My winners 35, losers 21. That's great. I'm on my way. I'm going to start crushing this 200 pips here by the end of the week is the goal. And we'll be on track here for the month of February. All right, so hope this helps. Trend lines, support, resistance, synergy of the trend line, synergy of 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, and demo trade this stuff, document it, take your screenshots, and take notes, and you will start to see things will start clicking. And I'm very excited to teach you by showing you. I'm excited about non-farm payroll. I'm going to do a video on that today and get that out there too. The same thing, a summary of my analysis of why I traded non-farm payroll the way I traded it. And I want to teach you by showing you. And I think that kind of a modeling approach is proven in the educational world as the #1 way to learn something. That's why carpenters, plumbers go to a vocational school, and they literally do it, right? And they do it side by side with a veteran journeyman that has gone ahead and done it, can speak from experience, and when you partner up with that and follow it, that is the fast track. So we're excited about doing that for you, using these tools, teach you by showing you, and we just need, it's just, now it's all you. You just got to engage, you got to follow, you got to watch these videos, and then you need to get out and put in your practice and trade what you see. And my goal is to shorten up your learning curve, and just follow me along, and you're going to do fine. So let us know how you're doing. We'll see you in class, and let's tear this thing up. It's going to be a great year. Thanks for coming. See ya.